Welcome to Subramani. Yesterday, that is on 3rd September, the GST changes were made. It's called GST, it is dubbed GST 2.0, where Nirmala Sitharaman largely simplified the GST from 4 rates to 2 rates. I think the existing four-tier structure primarily into 2 rates, which is 5% and 18%, which is called the standard rate. And there's a new 40%, which is the demerit rate for select luxury goods and luxury and sin goods. These are levied at those rates so that you don't consume the item. It is not for the government to make money. Of course, the government makes money on cigarettes, it makes money on alcohol, it makes money on pan, gutka. But this is largely a very heavy rate, usurious kind of a rate, just to dissuade consumption, not to earn revenue. Main purpose is to dissuade consumption. And then there are these reforms were approved unanimously by the council, which was very good, which means the states are actually going to get a cut in the revenue. But aim for it definitely provides for relief to the end customer, because everybody is paying high premium in case of, say, general insurance and term insurance. So on general insurance, if you were paying 1 lakh rupees of health insurance, let's say, on that you are paying 18% tax, and that 18% was borne by you or me as an individual. I could not pass it on. If I were a chartered accountant or any businessman, I could not pass on that 18% to anybody else, right? Because I was the end consumer and using it. If I bought a air conditioner and I was paying 18% GST, that was passable. I could just pass it on. It was a pass through for me. I was charging GST, I was paying GST, so the set off which I couldn't claim, that was what I was claiming as an expense in my books. So for those people, this is good. For everybody in medical insurance was paying, or in term insurance was paying it himself, so that's a good thing. Key rate reduction and reallocations have been, first of all, in household and personal care, reduced from 5% to from 18 or 12% to, for products like hair oil, toilet soap bars, shampoos, toothbrush, toothpaste, bicycles, tableware, kitchenware, and all those things. Typical ghar ka saman kind of stuff has been reduced from 18 or 12 to 5%, which is very good. Food and beverages, many items, you could go to a hotel and pay 5%, but when you bought some food items outside, kakra or anything like that, you ended up paying 12%, 18%, and all that. All that has been now reduced to 5%. And on all packaged items, bhujia, sauces, I'm just reading from the list, pasta, instant noodles, chocolates, coffee, preserved meat, cornflakes, butter, ghee, etc. You can find it on Google, so this should not be very difficult. 20-liter packaged drinking water, fruit pulp, juice, milk-based fruit, beverages, ice cream, everything is now down to 5%, which is good, which makes sense, because in a hotel you were paying 5%, and when you were buying you were paying more. So all that is now rationalized. Electronics and appliances reduced to 18% from 28% for air conditioners, TVs up to 32 inches, and dishwashing machines, which is very good for consumption, because all these were again personal items, right? Even if a person bought a TV for his office, maybe then he could pass it on. But if he bought a TV for his house, he was bearing it himself, right? So all that which you were bearing yourself, all that reduction helps. If a business class ticket is charged 18%, doesn't matter, because anyway the person who is paying that was able to claim it as a benefit, except if you're a lawyer or something and you are not paying GST, then you were bearing it yourself, which was again a tax deductible expense. Now, vehicles and auto parts, small cars, motorcycles up to 350cc, buses, trucks, ambulances, and all auto parts have been reduced from 18%, been reduced to 18% from 28% at varying rates. Three-wheelers also unified at 18%. There is some doubt whether the GST can now be claimed as an expense for ordinary users. People who used it for renting were able to claim, but people who were, if I were a practicing chartered accountant and I bought a car I could claim the depreciation but not the GST. Whether that has been made deductible, I still don't know. As of now, no. But if this amendment has happened yesterday on 3rd of September, I'm shooting this on 4th of September, then maybe yes, I'm not sure about that. Agriculture and labor intensive goods reduced to 5% from 12% for tractors, agricultural machinery for soil preparation and harvesting, handicrafts, marble, granite blocks, and intermediate leather goods, right? So, construction materials, cement reduced to 18% from 28%. This is good, but still some more things could have been brought. I mean, the sanitary fittings that you do, that it's not very clear whether that will be now 18% or 28%. I don't know rather. Healthcare, 33 life-saving drugs and medicines exempted. It was nil. It was earlier 12%, now made nil. With 3 more cancer, rare diseases also at nil, which was at 5%. All other drugs, medicines reduced to 5% from 12%. Medical devices and supplies like bandages, etc., reduced to 5% from 18 or 12%. Renewable energy, fertilizers, etc. I mean, these don't really matter for the common man, yes, but there also been there has been change, reduction from 12 to 5. Services, hotel accommodation up to 7,500 per unit day has been reduced to 5% from 12%. Beauty and wellness services, gyms, salons, etc., reduced to 5% from 18%. So some of these good things have happened because see, in most of these cases you could not pass it on to the end user. So if you are bearing it yourself, it's very nice. Special 40% rate has been applicable to luxury and sin goods, which is aerated water, carbonated beverages, caffeinated drinks, non-alcoholic beverages, motorcycles with engine capacity above 350 cc. This obsession about cc, saying, oh, 2000 cc car, 350 cc motorbike, will never go. So yes, some higher rates for bigger motorbikes and bigger cars, but I don't think people are cribbing about it. But whether cars are generally not eligible for deduction unless you are in the car hire business. So other than that, I think it's a fantastic thing to have happened. Apart from the 12 lakh exemption in income tax, all these GST reductions should have a positive impact on your consumer item. But I don't think you will start consuming more just because the taxes have been reduced, right? You will not eat more bhujia or you will not eat more khakra just because the rates have come down. But it will overall impact the inflation. You will be spending less money. I mean, even if you're saving 10,000 rupees on insurance premium GST, that's not a small amount of money. More money is available for consumption or for investing. So maybe it will have some effect on the SIP amounts. It could have some impact on the savings. It could have some impact on the vacations that people take. So yes, the cumulative effect or the a total impact of this GST can only be positive. There is nothing on which GST has gone up. So overall, I would give a 8.5, 9% for this changes made by Nirmala Sitharaman. Thank you.